YouTube. It's your boy Sia. You're now to KCFC in this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let's get right into it. Listen, let's start with the Hotto and Lorch situation. I know who's in the right, I know who's in the wrong. Lorch is in the wrong, Hotto's in the right. Let me ask you something. Do you think Lorch in 2019 or 2020 he leaves Pirates to Sundowns when he's the best player in the country? They're making songs about him. He's on form. He's scoring a lot of goals. He's even scoring for Bafana Bafana in major tournaments. Do you think he leaves at Pirates where he's loved and appreciated and considered the best player in South Africa at that moment? I don't think he does. But do you think he'd leave when he's gaining weight, when he's scoring like 2 or 3 goals a season, where he's injury prone, where he's no longer the main man, where there's better players in his position based on form and technical ability? Ask yourself that. Yeah, but Hotto reminds me of myself, actually. I'm not saying I'm anywhere near Hotto in terms of footballing ability, nowhere near him, but I've played football, guys, over the years. You've played football also. And one thing you have to realize is that people, especially teammates, they don't want you to do well. Not everybody wants you to do well in football. At Kasi, like Monday to Friday was training, Saturday was the game, Monday it's back to training. So I came to training Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, came to the game Saturday, and was always like I'm not being like ignorant or something, but I was always a 7 out of 10. Always a 7 out of 10. Because I put in effort, and people didn't like that. People you would hear cheeky comments like see ya, you don't have a life in faith. These cheeky comments. There was this guy, some teammates on a Saturday. We on Saturday, I'm sorry, my camera cut. On Saturday, on a match day, so you arrive and then you see a few teammates. Obviously, you shake their hands, you shake their hands, you shake their hands, you shake their hands, and then you go to a few people. You want to shake their hands, but what's so? They give you a fist. That's disrespectful, and those are the people you have to watch out. Those are the people who don't want you to do well. And funny enough, it's the people who are playing positions the same position as you. Those are the people who are hating on you. These are the type of people who on Saturday I used to buy cracker snacks. Got 5 rand, that's 8 that's 50 cents. So we go all like, I want to cheese boy, ing. And it's always the same people, the same like 5 to 6 people in the team that always hate on you. You heard what Hotto said. It's groups now at Paris. It was groups at some point because people were asking, why did man every game? There was a teammate of mine, Manare, why is he starting all these games? Why is he coach you? Sorry, this camera keeps on cutting. When Lorch got injured like a few years back, he started his injury problem started. People were like, yo, Pirates can't survive without Pirates. And in recent years now, Pirates could survive without Lorch. Saling was there, Hotto was there, other wingers were coming up. So I think Lorch was a certified hater because he was no longer the main man in Pirates. And in these situations, good won over the bad people because Hotto had good intentions. You heard what Pasegamako said. But lo akaphenduli. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to talk about Erasmus, what he said, the speech that he made on a certain race of players in this country not being respected in this country. And it's true. When you look at Nomvete, Shaba, Modise, Stephen Pina getting gigs. Yeah, but Stephen Pina was on the Premier League show. Let me not say Premier League show, let me just cut out Europe, but Shaba, Modise, they get gigs in like jobs, like under 14 coaches at Amazulu and all that. It's easy for them to get jobs. When you look at the Clate, He was coaching Chippa 2 seasons ago. The Chippa United team was playing very well, very, very amazing football, and Dentlade was the coach, and they were winning games. So Mbangezi, the owner of Chippa United, he promoted Dentlade to be the head coach of the Chippa United team. Okay, you know what happened to Chippa? You don't even last a month there. He got fired. He got sacked. So the disrespect for me there of Mbangezi to Dentlade was, I'm firing you. Don't come back. He didn't even give him a role at Chippa United. He didn't give him a role to go back to MDC because it was halfway through the season. You ruined the MDC team and then you're ruining the main team. Why don't you go and put back Dentlade to the MDC team or make him an assistant coach? Look at Ncikazi and look at Adazwane. They weren't good enough to be head coaches. They weren't ready to be head coaches at big clubs like Pirates and Chiefs. But they didn't just throw them away. They respected them as South African legends, as coaches, as players. And then they say, no, we'll give you a role as a backroom staff or MDC or, yeah, that because we respect you as someone who helped build the foundation for this club. So then Dentlade was disrespected. So that, is it a race thing? I don't know. But I think it is. I think it is a race thing, unfortunately. Look, when you go to Pirates, you have Jele, Lehwati at Orlando Pirates TV, the ambassadors of the club, they have jobs. When you look at Sundowns, Mabunda, Modise, and who's this? Kekana, Modise, and Mabunda, yeah, they still have jobs in that team. Yeah, but when you look at, and so at Pirates, like Dentlade has proven, Dentlade has proven that he wants to be part of the football community in South Africa or the industry because he's been a head coach at a big club, so he wants to be part of the football industry. It's not like he doesn't want to. So why is Pirates not giving him a job as a maybe a winger or a striker coach at the team? Yeah, well, because he provides experience to those boys. Yeah, well, so Erasmus has a point. Could see there's a certain kind of people, football players aren't respected in this country, and I think we need to do better. Yeah, well, the toughest people I've played against as a football player are colored players because those guys are strong, they're faster, they're always like, when you play against a colored team, there's a colored team at Phillies games, the one that wore red, that was a very strong team that beat 80 numbers. Yeah, well, so I think if that race of people had the same opportunities as us as black people, then we'd see more colored players in the PSL. Look at Stellenbosch. Look at Stellenbosch, how they are operating. Yeah, well, it's one of the most dangerous places, Western Cape, and it's good to see players coming for Bafana Bafana and the Kosafa squad of colored players. So I just thought that was my 2 cents on that topic. Now, the last thing I'd like to talk about is like the togetherness of Orlando Pirates. Yeah, well, when you look at Thabiso Lebitso and Munyane, Koki, and Tito, like you could see that these players they care for each other. Yeah, well, they definitely care because you heard Thabiso and both Thabisos, Munyane and Lebitso, like they don't have. When Lebitso was called up for the derby where he broke our hearts, Munyane wasn't angry at him. But yo, lo unglalela, like he's taking my spot for such a big game and an experience. No, let me just support him and yeah, well, and hope we do well. And he scored a goal, a wonderful goal. Look at Chandu, he's like 4th choice right back or something in that team, but Hanamona for people who are getting in. Yeah, well, even Marco, people who've been injured all season. Hanamona for yeah, but for Hotto. Yeah, well, Marco Nawela was talking for Hotto in that interview because this guy he's in the right and Lorch was in the wrong. Yeah, well, no, number 3, u3 ahambe. Yeah, well, so I just like to say, good see, yeah, Pirates are a well-run club, and yeah, well, I mean, I don't hate Pirates. Yeah, well, I don't hate Pirates, but obviously, your arch rivals have won the same city. And if you guys like in CAF, if we're not there, I definitely support Orlando Pirates. So guys, that was the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.